Welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast. We're barbecue competition competitors that aim to share information, advice, tips, and tall tales about our favorite pastime. Head over to thepitmasterpodcast.com for all things Pitmasters, or follow us on your favorite social media platform. And now, here are the hosts of the Pitmaster Podcast, the two-time grand champion, SCA World Champion finalist, and barbecue specialist of Smoke Ain't No Joke Barbecue, the Anthony Luan, and the 24-time grand and reserve grand champion, reserve world grand champion, Windover High Roller champion, and the founder of Pitmaster Barbecue Supply Company stores in Utah, the old man himself from Big Johnson's Barbecue, Jesse Johnson.
This is Greg Rempe from the Barbecue Central Show, and you are listening to the Pitmasters Podcast, and they are doing it live.
We'll do it live.
That's right, Bill. I just said that. They're going to do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yes, live. They're going to do it live.
He's dead. Welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I'm
Jesse Johnson. He's the Anthony Luan.
Yes, wow. Let's kick off the show all kind of funny, right? How you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing good, brother. How about you?
Not bad, my man. Just hanging out, it's kind of in the low of I should say baseball withdrawals for temporarily. Now there's not a game on every single night, but we're just going to kick off the World Series here in a couple nights. So
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't follow baseball at all.
Oh my jeez, yeah. No, yeah. So
basic college football, and then I'm following everybody that's had successes on their elk hunt that pissed me off because they were into animals and I was not.
Probably because they walked loud.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take your advice. Walk loud, and I was cow calling, so I wasn't being quiet,
right?
But I was just cruising along, chirping here and there.
Yeah,
I heard this lady describe this once. It's the best way to describe calling elk. So when you hear a bull bugle, they're going, hey, I'm over here. Hey, I'm over here. And the cows are going, ooh.
That's pretty spot on.
Yeah, it's perfect. I got my grandsons, two of my sons don't know that their little boys are getting elk calls for Christmas.
Awesome. Oh, that's gonna drive him wild. Gonna drive him wild. Yeah,
two of them in one house. So I was like, okay, guys, practice so you can go up hunting with Grandpa.
Yeah. Well, cool, Jesse. So what we got going on tonight is we have Slingin Meats. They are Utah. They are friends of the show. They listen to the show. They actually just got back from the Jack, so we're going to follow up with them.
Fresh from the Jack.
Yeah. Before we get into that, though, you have a competition this weekend for the people that are watching live.
So this is the final barbecue competition of the season. It's going to be a backyard event for chicken and ribs. Get signed up. We still have room. And then it's the Chill and Grill and Chill barbecue throwdown. So you get to do some chili as well.
Yeah, and then also following up, if you want to cook more chili in the state of Utah, you head down to the Barbecue Pit Stop in St. George. They are having their final SEA event of the year, and that is going to be 2 steaks, anything dessert other than cheesecake, and then chili as well. So
yeah. It's chili season, man.
Yeah.
I made some chili this past Sunday. Turned out phenomenal. I got some tweaks I'm going to make for the chili contest this week because I'm going to put my entry in, but I'm not going to take any of the prize money. If by God's good graces I get a call, we'll pass it right straight down.
That is awesome. That is so awesome. And then, hopefully we can try to get Mitch and Michelle to cook. There's 2 of them, so there's 2 entries there. They can compete against each other. They can have the battle of the household as well, and see where we can.
And they got Rooster and Graybeard are flying up.
Yes, they are. There are quarterly guests are flying up and come and see what they got. I don't even know how they landed with their chili competition this past weekend. So
So we're good. So right now, I think we're at 7 or 8 chili contestants. We get Mitch and Michelle. That's 9. And are you doing just chili or doing
I'm doing
chicken
just
ribs as
chili.
well?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing just chili. I'll just I have so much going on. I have guests coming over Friday for Halloween party and just stuff like that. Just my week's packed. It's just easier if I just do some chili.
Should be fun though. We'll have
yeah.
a good turnout, and we got a full lineup of judges, so we're good on the judges. We got a few more this week, and it's gonna be fun. Let's bring him in. I want to hear more about the Jack because
let's do it.
I've had 5 chances to get into it. Never. That's the one competition I've never been to where I had a chance, and other that in Memphis in May. So,
right, let's go do it, man.
Let's do it.
We call it Thermapen 1, the first true 1-second cooking thermometer. Its unprecedented speed means Thermapen 1's responsiveness approaches the speed of thought. Because when you're plating the perfect menu or smoking the perfect side of barbecue, you don't have time to think about how your instant read thermometer is accurate to 0.5 degrees in 1 second or less, or how rugged and waterproof it is, or how big, elegant and bright the backlit display is. You'll just know it works, because our perfection powers your perfection. Seek perfection with Thermapen 1.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. So I'm just going to ask you right out the gate, where the hell did the name Slingin Meats coming from? Was somebody just walking past your trailer one day, your campsite, and you just decided to like whip some brisket and hit him upside the forehead? Where did Slingin Meats come from?
Just a slinging.
No, we actually went, and we used to have 2 more team members. When we very first started,
Nick and Ashley Mayo.
Our very first contest was Tomato Days, and we reserved grand champion that one. And then those 2 got divorced, and they kind of went away, and we were throwing names in a park, and that's kind of the name we came up with.
I like it.
Well, you wanted Meat Swinger.
Yeah.
That
He was like going.
I don't hate that either.
Thing. I agree with it. Should call it meat swiggers, because all the swig shops around,
But then we started looking online, and that was already taken. There was another team, so I didn't want to use that name.
Right.
We didn't want to use that name. And then since then, there's another team back east that has a name really close to ours too.
There's Slingin.
Yes. So we've had people call us from back east going, I didn't know you were in Alabama this week. And I'm like, no, I was not. We didn't cook that.
Oh, man. Well, before we dive in to, let's say, the Jack, let's talk a little bit about the build-up to the Jack. So let's just talk about how you guys are working your way this year.
Let's go back to where they started, though. They started with Tomato Days, and then tell us how you kind of graduated, because you didn't get forced into becoming a pro team because you didn't have 2 GCs in the backyard of areas.
No.
So what helped make your mind up just to go, let's go straight pro and not stay in the backyard part?
Well, we did a couple backyards. Did really well, and then we decided, hey, let's try it. So we did Bullhead City. I know Anthony remembers that. He was with us.
Yeah,
and we got our trash kicked. I mean,
well, and honestly, we started doing barbecue, and then we kind of moved to SCA for probably 4 years. Went to the World Championships quite a few times for both ancillary and steak. And then
but we practiced a lot.
Yeah, we kept practicing barbecue, and honestly, we have more fun doing barbecue. We still do occasional SCAs here and there, but I like doing barbecue. To me, it's a little bit more challenging.
I think it's more laid back too. I mean, it's more, except when it's time to turn in. Then it's
It's more of a community, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got an audio.
It's amazing. We can go back east and we can run into, Iowa Smoky D's. We can run into Old Virginia Smoke. We can run into Shiggin and Grin and just so many teams that we run into that we see all the time and we're now friends with. And those guys know us when we show up. It's really a kind of a tight-knit community once you get to the pro teams. Everybody knows who everybody is.
Yeah. Is that my audio is terrible? What's going on here?
It seems when I talk, something starts to feed back. It seems like.
Interesting. Oh, well, we're good.
It just went away, it looks like.
Yeah, it just did.
It's gone now. So
Didn't do it. Wasn't fair.
Could have been me talking.
No, it's all good. But let's talk about the buildup. Yeah, you guys were killing it in the SCA. You guys both won golden tickets, both of you. And then you guys decided to go full blown barbecue, and that was technically, I guess, mid-season last year.
Well, two years ago.
We've been doing 2 years now.
Yeah, this is our second year focusing on barbecue.
Because 2 years ago, these guys were kind enough. They were cooking with the Chris's, and we asked them to split at the Norute Barbecue Championships at Kia.
Yep.
And they split. And what'd you guys end up? You got a 700 score.
Yeah, we
decided to split a day ahead of time.
We did really well. The Chris's, of course, they reserve grand championed that contest right behind Christie. And they were this close to their jack draw.
Literally.
So they, but yeah, we had a great time. And then when you get 4 really good cooks in the same trailer, everybody wants to do their own thing.
It gets crowded.
It gets crowded. We found that just me and her work really well together.
And the Chris's work well.
And they work really well together. And so it's kind of like Tuffy and his wife. They work really tightly, yes.
Well, it's actually Papa
Tuffy. But either way, those guys, they have a groove. They know what they need to do without anybody saying. It's kind of like how me and Michelle are. We know exactly our timelines. We know what we're doing. When she's walking a box, I'm cleaning everything up and I start cutting the meat for the next turn-in. And we just have a flow to where it's busy, but it's not really crazy for us. We have a ton of downtime when we're cooking. You got to cook to tenderness and just nail all of that. And then you can win or lose the contest in the last 5 minutes of every turn.
And we figured out chicken.
Yes.
That is a difficult.
And this is one of Mark's Jack Daniels ones. We got it from the Australia team.
Oh, that is awesome.
Seen it there and was like,
how do you say you do barbecue without saying you do barbecue?
So I talked Mark into letting me have the very last drum that they had for the international teams, and
that is
I didn't need it, but it's a good display.
Well, he had a bunch last year that he was selling off to the teams, and he was talking about doing this year. It's like that's a cool little drum to have from Hunsaker Pits, because Hunsaker makes,
and it's a root beer color.
Yeah, all the sponsor teams are running those, so all the really good teams in Utah are running Hunsakers.
Oh yeah, yep. So. We run an Outlaw offset and 2 Hunsakers, and that's what we ran. Well, we integrated the Outlaw last year, or the beginning of this year, but we've always ran Hunsakers.
Anthony, we should make these guys tell us in the last 24 months. How many trailers have you had, and how many pits have you had? Because they have some of the nicest setups in all of barbecue in the Western United States, but they've gone through some transitions throughout. So let's break it down. Last 24 months, what have you guys run from?
Last 24 months,
all your trailers and all your pits.
We've had 3 trailers. We had the one that the Chris's are cooking out of now. We built a toy hauler with a full prep kitchen in it.
But that wasn't our first.
No. We're just talking in 24 months. And then we moved. Yeah, let's not go way back. We don't need to bore
that's why I
people
set
with
it off
that
in 24 months.
So, and then we moved to, it was a Lakota 3-horse trailer with a full living quarters. We gutted all the stalls out of the back and we did a full prep kitchen back there. We ran that one for about a year, really liked it. And then we decided to go to a motorhome and we built a 20-foot porch trailer. And that's our latest one that we have.
Nice. How did that drive across the country? Just curious.
It drove awesome. The drive was awful. 60 hours.
I can't say it was awful because I don't drive that.
60. It was like 64 hours of bumpy, windy, terrible roads. But
God, can you imagine if I drove that?
But it was
like being the passenger.
It was amazing.
Car.
But in that big old rig though, you got a full on trucker seat. You know, you're just bouncing. Yeah. It's nice and soft.
He's a bona fide truck driver now.
Yes, he is.
But the thing is, when we left all through Wyoming and Nebraska, we were fighting 40-mile-an-hour winds. They had the freeway closed to anything under 20,000 pounds. And so it was just us and the truckers in a single file line. And every time it would gust, it would blow us into the other lane. And then we'd go back. And that was awful. That was a terrible 12-hour drive just to get through Nebraska and Wyoming.
Oh, man.
But the way back, we went 40 instead of 80, and it was so much better.
I did gallop and went straight up.
Yeah, I'll do 40 from now on. The roads are nicer. It seemed like 80, all we did was run into construction the whole way. It was, if it wasn't bad winds, it was construction and little 2-lane roads. And it was not the funnest drive getting there. But we were excited.
What day did you guys get in the Jack?
Tuesday?
Technically, we got in on Wednesday. Stop saying Tuesday.
I heard it was a huge line to get in on Wednesday.
There was.
Well, because there was a giant rainstorm Tuesday. And I mean, not just a rainstorm, it was like a monsoon. And the whole entire field looked like a lake.
That's what Tuffy said. Tuffy got in Tuesday, and he was glad that he was in place when the rains came.
Yeah, and it was they postponed it till almost 4:00 for load in for everybody else, just because it was so wet. Fortunately, when they allowed us to park, we were mostly on gravel, and so we didn't have to drive through the field or anything, and we were very fortunate that way. And so,
but even just walking across it, you could feel how soggy it was. So you can imagine if a trailer tries pulling across that, they would have got stuck.
Yeah,
it was you, Tuffy, and Matt Hansen from Cooking Pigs all in the same row, right next to each other.
Yep.
Boy, it's nice to cook by friends, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we
had Humphreys right next to us.
Yeah, and when we requested, the Jack is super. They're super accommodating. So when we filled out our thing, they said, where do you want to be and who do you want to be parked next to? And all three of us said that we wanted to be parked next to each other. And so they made sure we were. And it was awesome.
That's great. The Jack is so accommodating when it comes to helping the teams. I mean,
nicest people ever.
You guys can speak on just tell us what the overall experience felt like.
It was amazing. I mean, the town, everybody was so friendly there. Me and her, we rode our electric bikes around like we always do. And by the second day, everybody knew who we were. And so we'd go up to the distillery. We went up to the Jack Daniel's Squire's house and hung out there for a while. And then we went to the barrel house and did all the stuff. It was nice being there a little bit early because we could go pick up our barrel head. We could go visit with teams. We could go visit with the event organizer and all those guys and get to know everybody there. And we didn't really feel rushed,
and know what we're doing.
But holy smokes, the week went by in a blink of an eye. It was insane how fast it went by. I mean, we went to Miss Mary Bobo's a couple of times. We did the Champions Dinner. We did the Hill. We got lucky enough. We drew a couple of amazing bottles. So we got a Coy Hill, and then we also got a 14-year-old Jack, and they're both signed by the master distiller. And so
that 14-year is a nice bottle.
Yes. Yeah. This one is awesome, and it has the master distiller's name right on the side.
That's
so
cool.
I don't know that I'll ever crack this one. I should buy another one, but they were the two top bottles that you could draw for the Champions Dinner. And you would go up to the distillery, and then you draw a piece of paper for what you can purchase. And we got lucky, and those were the two nicest bottles they had. And so that's what we bought. They had about 20 of each for teams to buy. So
rewind. The build up to the Jack, I told him the only thing I wanted for our anniversary was to go to the Jack.
She's a keeper.
Our anniversary was October 9th.
Yeah.
So
nice.
So we got to spend our anniversary at Miss Mary Bobo's. It was
and then
really
we did the
cool.
tour.
Yeah.
Then I find out that Jack Daniels died October 9th, 1911. I looked at our tour guide. I'm like, that went dark.
But we were very
yeah, he made it dark.
when we went to Miss Mary Bobo's, we had both last year's champion and the reserve champion at our table. So we got to spend some time with those guys and talk to them.
And it's cool. You have a host. I mean, anytime you go to Miss Mary Bobo's, you have a host that knows so much. They're generation Jack Daniels people. So
generational. Yeah,
it's like on the 9th, on our anniversary, we went. It's like sitting at the table with grandma.
Yeah.
Love it.
It was amazing. And honestly, the best part is we got to spend it with some of our best friends in the world. I mean, Tuffy and Tylee and Pops and Grandma, they did amazing. I mean, those guys.
Ron and Claudia, sorry. But those guys, what did they? They placed fifth on dessert.
Fifth in dessert is what they placed in. So they got a barrelhead, and we're all sitting at awards, and dessert was before everything. And so when they got one, we were just jump up and down happy. I couldn't have been happier for those guys. It was amazing how it was amazing to get a barrelhead. I mean, so many good teams.
These things are actual used barrelheads. They just cut the top right off of a barrel.
Right.
Yeah. And then we did. So unfortunately, they didn't call out the top 10 in Chef's Choice. We actually took 6th in that also. So we were just right out of getting a call. They only called top 3. They called 3 for the international teams and 3 for the domestic teams. So unfortunately, we didn't get another call for that, but we were right in the hunt. There's a lot of teams.
Right. I tell you what, if it wasn't for Tom Balling with Big Juicy and Kurt Bronner with Rack City, I don't think I could have made the tournament.
They came in and ran interference for us and helped us out, and
there was so many people.
The crowds were insane trying to get our turn-ins in. And then so they would help us with our turn-ins. They would come back and immediately go and help Kent and Claudia and help them get their turn-ins done. And so those guys were invaluable. They killed it at World Foods this weekend too. Yeah. So him and Tom were first place all the way till the final round, and then they lost out, which was unfortunate. But they still took 8th in the world at World Foods. So
that's huge.
And Roger's done pretty well as well.
Roger did amazing. The Chris's did amazing. I mean, we had so many so many good teams at World Foods this weekend. It was pretty crazy.
I wish they would have streamed it so we could have watched it.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
We kind of had to get secondhand from
We're
what
like
was
texting.
going on.
What's going on? What's going on?
Right. Well, I'm going to talk about those 2 bottles behind you, Mitch. You said you're not going to crack them, you're going to hold them, but dude, you this is how I feel about bourbon. Drink it and enjoy it, man. Remember the moments.
No.
You might slip and hit your head moving one of those Huntsakers out of your trailer, and you never get to enjoy it, and then Michelle's going to drink it, and you're going to be like,
I don't think
You have to understand the tour. There's a difference between bourbon and Tennessee whiskey.
Oh yeah, we know.
Tennessee
Yes.
whiskey
Oh,
is
They know.
put through charcoal.
I know, they know.
yeah.
They're bourbon drinkers. The thing is, we
They
came
made
home
it a point to.
with probably 10 or 15 bottles
Yeah.
from the distillery. Everything they offered us, we bought. And so if I ever do crack these, they'll be the very last ones. I've got other bottles that are pretty nice that I would probably crack those ones first.
Well, when you do, give me a call. I'm only about 15 minutes away.
Yes, sir.
I'll make the drive.
We bought a bottle of Doc Holiday that is absolutely amazing. It's in a all leather case. You open it up and it has a gun on each side, so that
It's the
it has a
gun.
breakdown action gun, and it's on each side. And then it has a bullet that goes into the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
they're
really,
very cool
really
bottles.
So we were lucky to get that. It was the last one they had at the. They have an antique bottle store, and we bought it from those guys.
That's cool.
So tell us about what you did because you got to call in sauce. Tell us what you did with your sauce down at the Jack.
We actually used our chicken sauce and just added Jack to it because they actually give you a bottle to use. So I don't know each bottle, but
We put enough to where you could smell it, but we didn't put a ton of Jack in it. So we wanted to make it to where it had Jack Daniels in it, but we didn't want
it changed.
we didn't want to change the flavor. Michelle's been absolutely killing it with chicken all year, and so that's why we put that sauce.
Hence the 4th place call at the Jack.
Yeah.
Right, Michelle?
Like I always tell him, I have one meat. I mean, yeah, I do with all the meats on Friday, but on Saturday, I have one meat to concentrate on. So I don't know, and I've gotten into such a rhythm, I don't even think I think about it anymore. I just do it.
We just cook.
Yeah, but the separations and the preparation, you guys can lose a contest on a Tuesday, but you can't win it, but you can lose it just by picking your meats and getting your meats prepped properly.
It was actually scary at the Jack because normally you have that superstition where if you hate it, it scores really well.
Exactly.
I thought everything we cooked was the best thing we've cooked all year. We absolutely loved our ribs, loved our pork, loved our chicken, loved our brisket. And unfortunately,
everything was smooth too.
Yeah, unfortunately, the judges didn't love some stuff as much as we did.
Yeah.
I want to.
We still placed pretty high overall.
Yeah, if you look at the scores, they were just, I mean,
it was fractions of a point.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. It was probably the toughest contest we've ever done so far.
Yeah, when you're cooking against champions, that's when you get that separation. I mean, it's people that have qualified. They had to win contests to get there. That's the next level in barbecue.
Well, it was funny because Janky Leg, Shiggin and Grin had been giving us a hard time because we actually got there on a reserve grand champion, Smelly Q out of Canada.
Yeah.
She won it, and she had to pass down her jack draw to us.
No, she got it.
Well, yeah, but she got the Canada one.
Well, that was the weirdest thing that I've heard in barbecue this year.
But there was a lot of people there on reserve though.
Apparently,
I had never heard of that. So
Yeah.
when I heard you all got the draw, I'm like, wow, that's cool as hell. But I didn't understand it. So Pam Hess, who helps run all the draws and all the qualifiers to get people into the jack, I said, I've never heard about this, Pam. Explain this to me. And she goes, it's real simple. And I had never heard it because we had never ran into it I'm almost 2 decades into KCBS contests. She said, no, when you have somebody that's an international team and they get the GC, the RGC gets moved into the jack if it's an automatic. And I thought that was
because they can't represent the state in the U.S.
Exactly. That's why I was so excited for you guys. I'm like, that's the first time I'd heard of it, and I thought it was very cool.
No, like Michelle said, there was 2 or 3 other teams there that the same thing happened. The Canadians came down and beat them, but they got reserve grand champion and they got to go to the jack. And so I don't know who all was there. I think Parrothead won it straight up. And
yeah, Parrothead did win a GC to get his auto.
Yep. Yeah, he got the draw. So he won a GC and then got the draw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Out of Wyoming, I think. But yeah, I don't know. We were super fortunate. Hopefully we can do it again. And I want to go to the American Royal next time. That the bad part is when you get a pass down draw, they don't give you the invite to the Royal. So
that's just I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was too. I mean, we get to go to the jack, but we don't get to go to the Royal. I would have left all of our stuff somewhere in Kansas City and flown back.
Well, you can go cook the Open.
I know, but I'm not going to go to the Royal and cook the Open. If I go to the Royal, I want to cook the Invitational.
You're going to be cooking against all the Invitationals plus the randoms.
Yes.
Yeah, you just want to do both. When you go, you want to do both. You want to do the invitation, you want to do the Open. I mean, the year that I went, there were 635 teams, if I remember right, in the Open, and 4 and change in the Invitational. It was so cool.
That's where Kurt from Rack City is going. They went from World Foods and they drove their trailer and left it in Kansas City, and they're going to do the Invitational and the Open.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I want to know how chicken went for you. I pointed you in a direction for chicken. I don't know if you went in that direction, but how did you get your chicken ready for the jack? Because you do have to do white meat to be able to turn it on.
Actually, I did like the thighs and I did flats.
Okay.
And I cooked them both because you only have to put like six of one and 1 of the other, or you can mix it up. You only need 7 pieces in that box. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's only 6 judges at the table, but you have to have 7 pieces in that box.
But everything was amazing. And so we put 6 and 6.
And 6.
We put 6 flats, 6 drums, or 6 thighs, and we just rolled with it.
Nice. Did you guys get any comment cards back at all from any of the categories?
Nope. I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
Well, they should if it's not good, or if it's something that's spectacular, they should as well.
I know.
Everybody I talked to, not a single person got a comment card on their thing. And when they were handing out the scores, I didn't see any yellow comment cards from anyone.
Interesting. What do you think, Jesse? You think it's just because it's that prestige? They're just like, everybody can cook here. They don't need comment cards. What do you think the reason?
Maybe there wasn't time to do it. I don't know.
Well, the comment cards are now pink, not yellow.
Yeah.
So KCBS switched to a pink comment card for some reason.
It'd be nice if they did. I mean, if they took everybody's comment cards and said, like, staple it to your paper.
Yeah.
Even if it says, "Oh, it was good."
I personally think if somebody hands out an 8, you should probably do a comment card for that person.
I think
because there's no way to get any better if you see it. I mean, maybe not 8s, maybe 7s, but I would like to see. I would like to see more comment cards. It drives me nuts when you go to a contest and you get a bad score and you don't really know which way to go because nobody gives any comment cards. You just get your score and then you walk away kind of scratching your head and you don't know what to do there.
It's kind of my same opinion when it comes to the SCA on doneness on steaks.
Exactly.
They need to have an over or an under checkbox that judges can click. Go, hey, this is under, this was over. Then you can adjust your temperatures to do better on the next competition. But it just doesn't happen. I think that's
I've always said the SCA is like throwing darts blindfolded. You really don't know. And as soon as after you get your thing, you're like, oh, this is what I got, but I don't know what it was. And you have to rely on your other competitors. And, the SCA has a very strong family and there's lots of guys. And if you take your steak to them, they'll tell you, well, I think it's this, or I think it's this, or they'll give you pointers and stuff on how to improve it. But really, you're just cooking for 7 people you don't know that who knows what they like.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you guys should come down to St. George and get one more competition for the season in Utah.
We actually have a Halloween party on Halloween.
Yeah.
Right.
I told Nate that I thought that was a terrible date to do it. I'm like, why would you guys pick Halloween weekend when everybody who has kids, everybody who doesn't have kids wants to go to Halloween parties and stuff? It's a really, really hard weekend to do.
And it's St. George. You can do it in the first part of November without worrying about weather.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
he said it was the only weekend that it wasn't clashing with something else. And I'm like, you can do it in December.
Yeah, that's a little too cold. St. George.
Oh, come on. Like you've never cooked in the cold.
I know. It's almost like we would do something on New Year's Eve, right?
Right?
I'm a little bummed because we did miss so many SCAs. I mean, me and Michelle, we cooked almost 14 contests so far this year. Vegas will be our 15th contest this year. So
that's gonna be fun.
We've done a lot of traveling.
I think there's 97 teams.
No, they just opened it up for more.
Oh,
she got more room today.
Jeez.
So
good for her. She's doing great with her contest.
Yeah, I mean, she sells it out in the
and
first
it's also
2 hours.
F1 weekend. So
do you think it's because she's in Vegas, or do you think it's because of Christy?
A little bit of both. I mean, she was definitely a very prominent fixture at the Jack this year.
Her videos were awesome.
Yes, I mean, honestly, she was really the only one doing videos of the Jack. I didn't see a lot of anybody else's. It was mostly just her running around.
Well, and Tom was until his phone died.
Yeah, maybe it's because I don't subscribe to some of these other guys that I didn't see it. But Christy, I seen half a dozen videos from her. Everything from the champions dinner to the hill to judging to team load in to international teams. She did so many podcasts, our videos, and uploaded on her website.
And I think the video she did with Heath Ross was the one that kind of woke everybody up.
Yeah.
When he said you don't have to get calls in any of the meets to win the Jack.
Exactly.
So all you have to do, if you can hit your doneness, that's your first step. Flavor profile is going to be flavor profiles, and that's going to be hit and miss based on the judges' palates.
Yep.
But if you hit your doneness, you got a chance to win the Jack without getting one single call. And that was an eye opener for a lot of people, I think.
We are so fortunate. We got to go spend a little bit of time with Heath Riles. And that guy is absolutely amazing. And then when they did the Team Outlaw photo, Heath came over and stood next to me. And so I got to take a photo with him.
He has been following us.
Yeah.
He what?
He has been following us.
Love it.
So, yeah, one of his guys came up and he's like, I follow you. I know who you guys are. And so he always travels with a pretty big entourage of guys. That's the Heath Riles team. And those guys are absolutely awesome. Everybody there was so cool to meet. And we didn't meet an unfriendly person the whole time we were there. Everybody was super nice, willing to talk. We drug our barrelhead around and had everybody and their dog sign it. We even got people that weren't competing at the Jack to sign it, like Stretch. He was there and he signed our Bam signed our barrelhead.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There was a lot of guys.
Christy signed it.
Yeah.
That is awesome, man. Yeah, Jesse, you're right. What do you think what do you think the number is? It's over 50, you think, that if you're not in the top 10, you still have a chance to win? What do you think that number is where that actually can come into play?
You got to be in the teens. You got to be in the teens.
Just competitors to be able to make that work. Like 50 plus teams.
Well, you had how many international teams and how many national teams?
There was 90 total teams there, and I believe there was 16 or 18 international teams.
So I'm thinking probably around 50 or 60 teams. Even if if you made it in the top 15, top 18, you could still win.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Because I think Texas had 3.
The guys that RGC'd and GC'd, they only had 1 walk each. So they just overall did really well. They were in the top 20 in their other meets. And then they walked in the other stuff. And so,
but there was people that landed like in the 70s, but still overall land in the 20s.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, the year I won the Wild West, the Blazer 47, the year I won that, there was 40 teams, but I got 3 calls and 1 no call, and I thought that was going to just destroy me. And Vince from Rhythm and Q looks at me and goes, "You won it." And I'm like, I didn't get a call in pork, which is at that point in time, I was really crushing the pork category. He said, "No, you got 11th in pork." I'm like, "You don't friggin' know." And
I don't know, it's Vince. He pretty much knows it.
That's exactly what I got. I got 11th in pork to get a GC, and we were lucky enough because Swamp Boys from Florida was our RGC, and I'm like, that was. I'm like, Vince, you don't know, son. He goes, "Yeah, I do."
We missed Vince this year. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him at any contest. I heard he took the year off. It's always fun to watch him pack everything into that van.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't know how he does it. He's got a process. We've offered to help, and he's like, "Nope, I've got a way that I do it." And I'm like,
I've helped him load that van a bunch of times because he's running a Fast Eddie, whatever that 100, 110, whatever that is, the vertical smoker, and it's super light, but you have to tip it just the way Vince wants it to slide it in there. Because he was running WSMs forever out of that van.
Yeah,
he's one of the OGs, one of the nicest guys on the planet when it comes to barbecue, and he'll give the shirt right off of his back to help you guys. I mean, he's what barbecue's all about, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean,
we ran into a lot of those.
Yeah, there's so many just super great people. We're lucky to have 3 good teams here in Utah. Hopefully we get more people competing in KCBS and want to chase the circuit with us. So it would be awesome to see more and more KCBS come to Utah. So,
and I just found out if you spend $500, you can get all 4 meat categories pre-trimmed and shipped out to you.
Yeah, Mr. Brisket.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, this makes life so much easier in a way. Because if you think about it, the time and the money you put into it, you're paying probably an extra $200, but you're not spending hours getting prepped.
Yeah, but we've got very certain ways that we want stuff done. So Michelle weighs all of her chickens. She goes and picks them up, and she asks for extra skin. She asks everyone to be at least a certain size. And then we do Prairie Fresh prime ribs and pork butts. And it's nice because Harmon's carries those. So we can go and I can go to half a dozen Harmons and I can pick through all of these and find what I want.
Well, and that's the thing about having Harmon's in our backyard. Harmon's carries some of the nicest stuff. And if you get a nice relationship with the butcher at Harmon's, they can do a lot of work for you.
Oh yeah, they'll
and our butcher actually barbecues, so he knows.
There you go.
And they'll call us when they get a case of something, and so they'll say, "Hey, we just got 2 cases of St. Louis. You want to come pick through them?" Because they know we're always good for 8 to 10 ribs, and so we come and pick through a couple of cases and a couple of cases of pork shoulders, and then when you get really lucky, they have Snake River Farms. So we can get some nice blacks. I found some blacks that are just as good as any gold you'd find out there. But we've had really good luck this year cooking golds. It's very rare we cook a black unless we find one we're just really that looks amazing. Then we'll cook.
Because the director of marketing, when they started carrying Snake River Farms a few years ago, she's like reached out to me. She goes, "Hey, do you mind doing some posts for us to let people know that we're carrying those?" I said, "Absolutely." She didn't tell me the sale didn't start till Monday. So I posted on a Thursday, and half the stores were calling and complaining. They're like, "How does he know that we got these briskets on sale?" And she goes, "What do you care? Sell the briskets. It doesn't matter if the sale starts on Monday. Start selling them on Friday, son.
If they're there, sell them."
Right, exactly. Hey, if they're in my store, they're for sale. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny how Chris and Tuffy kind of fight over the briskets at their store.
Because they're both up in Ogden area, so they have designated stores that are theirs.
They got flip quarters. They flip quarters on where to go for the week.
Oh no, each one of them has their individual store. I don't know which one is.
Like
but it's like, don't come to my store. This is where I buy my stuff. You go buy your stuff from your store, and it's funny. The friends we've made is absolutely amazing doing this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So some of the best people in the world.
We even told Tuffy, like, if you guys make it to the Jack next year and we don't, we're gonna fly out and help you.
Yeah.
You know, and the same with us. It's like, and the same with the Chris's. It's just
whoever makes it, we're all going. Doesn't really matter. And then we're gonna hope we all make it. So.
Yeah. Well, why don't you guys do that for me when I go to the Worlds?
Dude, everybody and their mother was helping everybody from Utah in the SEAs at the Worlds.
Yeah,
everybody had their sous chefs, sous chef.
It's wild.
Scotty was there, Roger was there, the Chris's were there.
I have a little bit of a hard time sometimes with the SCA because I don't think they should pass the golden ticket down as far as they do. They should make it a little bit more prestigious. I mean, not saying that it's not.
Maybe they should do the same thing that Jack does, have their invitational.
Yeah.
And then have an open.
Not saying that it's not, but I mean, when you pass it down to 10th place towards the end of the season and almost everybody has a golden ticket, it gets rough. My personal opinion.
See, Anthony, they're talking about participation trophies.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like I've said before, I think if you won first place, you just get you get an automatic bid right into the final round.
Yes, exactly. They should put you they should have an open and an invitational only. And do it that way and try to make it a little bit more prestigious to get in there because it cheapens all those guys that have gone out and they have gotten first place. I know you've gotten quite a few first places in steak, and I just feel like when you're cooking against a guy that took 10th at the end of the year and he gets to go because he got a golden ticket, I feel like it kind of diminishes what you do.
I feel like the participation too of people signing up, they're like, why? I'll just wait until the end of the year.
Exactly.
Well, it's like you guys right now. Literally, if you guys jump in your RV, drive to St. George that weekend, you guys have a really, really high chance of going in. That's your only cook for the season, right? Because you've concentrated on barbecue.
But I think Anthony, you're absolutely right. So I think there should be a round for people that took first place and didn't get a hand down. So they skip around.
Yeah.
And anybody that got anything that was handed down, they have to go into the base layer, and then the next round is with everybody that got a first place. I think that's a great idea.
Well, and you think about it though. You think about this, Jesse, as well, coming from a promoter's aspect as well. Think about if you decided just to have a West Coast championship where only first round people got to cook at that competition. Against other people that cook into that competition, you're saving money on steaks. Say there's 100 golden ticket first place winners. That's 200 steaks you don't have to buy for those guys to move on. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
People don't realize as a promoter, the SCA is so expensive to buy your steaks. Because I've had steaks sponsored by Harmon's. I've had steaks sponsored by Bingham's Custom Meats in Morgan, and you tell me, Anthony, the New Year's Eve contest that we had, Nate Bingham from Bingham's Custom Meats cut the absolute premium part of a prime rib for all the steaks. There was maybe 6 steaks out of every prime rib that he gave us. There was guys that were telling us, I got a better steak on my second round of picks than I've gotten in the first round of picks before.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. They were phenomenal.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And sometimes you get really lucky. I don't know. I hope that Brett and Ken are listening.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of room of improvement in
there is.
From barbecue to SCA. There's so much room for improvement.
Yes. And the thing is, all the cooks for SCA, I don't want to diminish what they do at all because they chase it just as hard as any KCBS team chases it. They spend the time and do the work and put in the effort to really hone their craft and do really well. And they're, some of the best cooks I've ever seen in my entire life are KCBS are SCA cooks. Yeah. I mean, especially in ancillaries and stuff, those guys are I mean, it's like Christina, everywhere she goes, it's like
beautiful,
absolutely beautiful. It's first place trophies everywhere. And then, the Bensons, they're always taking first at everything they do. I mean, there's just so many good cooks, especially out of Utah, that are absolutely amazing in the SCA.
I would just wish we could get more of those SCA cooks to come back to barbecue.
I think it'll happen. It's going to happen.
I think it will. It will. It seems like all of them are cycles, kind of like we did SCA for 4 years and we kind of got bored and wanted something more challenging. So we went to KCBS. But who's to say that after 3 or 4 years of KCBS, we might go and do SCA for a year or two and then go back to it.
Well,
it just depends on what you love to do.
Yeah. And I think I found a hack too. I definitely found the hack this season. Because when I started my SCA adventure this year, I was like, I'm only going to cook one steak. I want to support all the events, but I'm going to only cook one steak. I'm not going to invest all the money into it this year. Guess what? Less cooks, higher results landed me currently in the top 10 or the first place in Utah and then top 3 in West Coast because it's an average weighted score. So it gives me more of an advantage. Less cooks I cook, but if I get higher scores, it puts me in a better position because one year I cooked almost 40 steaks and I was like way down the pack.
Well, and it's funny because there's a certain percentage of the SCA family that are like, we want more and more. We want to do doubles and quads and triples and stuff. And it's like, I understand you're trying to work on your national ranking and get higher, but I feel like it scares some of the new cooks that could come in when it's like, oh, we're cooking 4 steaks or we're cooking 2 steaks. And so you have 2 turn-in times and it makes it less relaxed and less of a atmosphere that is inclusive to bringing in new people.
And it gets super expensive.
And it's super expensive to do that.
What is it, like 160 a steak?
Yeah, 160 an entry for steaks. And so now you're talking $320 just to enter in steaks for just you alone. And it gets to a point where it doesn't make sense, I think.
Well, I just did the math for you two to cook 2 steaks and an ancillary or 2 ancillaries a piece. That's $740.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we figured when we were chasing the SCA hard, we were at least $1,000 every time we rolled out to go cook.
Yeah, that's wild.
Ancillaries are really diminishing returns because you spend so much time practicing and making it pretty, and the entry, the prize money and stuff doesn't even come close to what you've put into it. You're just doing it because you love to do it.
Exactly.
It's really what it is.
And that I've been on both sides of the fence. One, yeah, the money aspect, you're like, oh, this is expensive, but on the other side, you're like, this is just a hobby. You know,
yeah. At the end of the day,
some people pay $300 in green fees just to go hit 18 holes of golf.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and they suck. You know what I mean?
I realize at the end of the day, this is a hobby. This is what you do for fun.
Yeah, it's exactly.
So,
you just want to do it for fun. Yeah. So
we go and we don't expect to make money when we go out. We hope we do to cover some gas money.
Right.
It's expensive, but we go just have fun and hang out with our friends and see how well we can do.
Exactly.
Well, here's the good news. Here's the good news for next year. So Blue Compass is going to be May 8th and 9th.
Nice. I like that.
We're going to allow teams to vend.
Okay.
So and we're going to do hot dogs on Friday night, but we're going to do a round table with you guys, Tuffy, the Chris's, Anthony, Crystal, and figure out how to do a people's choice that is not based on volume.
Okay.
So that way you can do your hot dog ancillaries. We're gonna have the Blue Compass RV people be involved with that, and that's gonna be a $10,000 contest now. So we got that. We got that approved. We got 39 spots that are all powered up.
So is that a brand new contest? Or are you renaming it?
Nope. I don't have to rename it because last year was not a KCBS.
Jesse,
So
you know that's a conflict weekend, right?
A what?
That's a conflict weekend. Did you know that?
With what?
The Caveman Cook-Off that's been promoted for a year.
I asked the Bensons.
They have it marked down May 8th and 9th.
You didn't let me know. So.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no. Yep. So one of you guys are gonna have to change.
Yeah, I'll call Nate.
Yeah, you gotta call Nate. But yes.
Hey, Nate,
anyways, don't let that this will get figured out. But Jesse's contest at Blue Compass will happen, and he has a lot of money on that.
So is yours an auto as long as we get enough teams?
No, because we also have if the Blaze of 47 has 25 teams, which they may not because of all the fiascos that they had in 2025.
We'll have to see if they even do it. And
well, and the fair is the rodeo people in the fair has reached out to me and asked me how to help that. So I gave them some ideas because I'm not about just Pitmaster and me and everything else. I just want to raise the barbecue game in Utah. That's what I've always been about for the last 2 decades. So we'll figure it out. And but all we have to do is have 15 teams. But we had enough this last in 2025 to become a qualifier.
Yeah.
But now
that was a fun comp. That was a really fun comp.
It's a great space. We have 39 powered spots.
Yeah.
And that was nice.
And if we can, and then we'll go lay it out. I'll put the T marks in the parking lot so people know their space. They can extend past that. But if we can get everybody in there, lay them in. I think it's going to be a phenomenal contest.
Yeah, that sounds like so much. Especially pull my trailer up there, plug right in, be good to go, man.
I want my same spot.
We're going to load everybody in as they come in, so it's nice and easy.
You know what?
We just got to get Tuffy's dad, Pops.
Yeah.
To park properly.
It wasn't Pops. It was Tuffy who parked the trailer. He made the square compound.
Are we talking about his trailer or the motorhome?
No, we're talking about Tuffy who just pulled straight in.
I like
Pops was parked at an angle that threw it all off. But we had so much space. So with that many teams, next year we'll probably be a little tighter, a little bit more diligent about how we load people in. It'll be fine. There's so much space there. You can extend out like 90 feet.
No, we're not.
Yes, sir. I love it.
A new motorhome, whatever it takes.
Yes, sir. Well, cool, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. And Jesse, I love your load-in idea. I think this needs to go back to the old school way. I know people like being next to each other, but I think mixing it up also creates new friends and new bonds as well.
Yeah. Well, if you want to load in and cook by somebody, just plan,
pull in together.
Pull in the parking lot. Wait for your other teams that you want to be by. We'll load you all in. You'll be right next to each other. Be perfect.
And that's how most KCBSs are that we go to and other ones.
They have to be.
They just load you in as you get there. And if you want to be by somebody, show up with somebody.
Exactly.
And if we come this weekend, if someone needs some help or tips, we'll help.
Heck yeah. Well, let everybody know where they can find you and follow your guys' journeys.
We're on Instagram, Slingin Meats, and then we're on Facebook, Slingin Meats.
You haven't got on the TikTokies?
No, we don't. I'm old.
Michelle, you have 20 hours.
I will
20 hours on a road trip. I'm pretty sure you can come someone with some time to post on the TikToks and make some dances. Make it entertaining. 20 hours.
I'm doing my walk through the motorhome, trying to stay alive.
There you go. Anything. The life of a barbecue wife.
I really have a hard time because I do stuff for all of our sponsors and stuff. Yeah. And so I have to take care of the social media part because Michelle doesn't want to.
I don't drive. I don't social media.
And I really wish I was as good as Christy is, but I'm not. Usually they're super lucky if I take pictures of our boxes, pictures of the trophies, a couple of, panoramas of the teams and stuff. That's usually about all I'm good for. So
I did take a lot of pictures of the chat.
Sponsors are a liability. That means you have to.
No, hey, bite your friggin' tongue. I will beat you down so you don't have the extra E on the.
Reason why I say so because of exactly what he's saying. It's so hard to remember to not forget anybody.
It is not. You don't have that many. You don't have 24 sponsors. You have a handful. You have 10, maybe 12 max.
All you really need is a charcoal sponsor because that stuff's expensive, and a rub sponsor because that stuff's expensive too.
Burn through a ton of that, yes.
And if I could find like a Maverick or somebody who wants to sponsor me,
honestly, the best sponsor is actually is a fuel sponsor. You need to get like Chevron.
That's what he's talking about, Maverick. So hey, I know a bunch of guys in the Maverick corporate offices. Guys, if you need to sponsor some barbecue teams because when these guys are traveling, Maverick is Adventure's first stop when it comes to barbecue.
It's
because
true.
they have the best best gas stations. They're huge. They have room for trailers. Guys are pulling through and fueling up.
Well, and what they should do is if they have a sponsored team, say, okay, you need to do 6 events at 6 Mavericks. We want you to come in and we'll provide you food, but we want you to feed our patrons. Come in and we would do that. And if those guys gave me a gas card and it saved me some money, I'd be like, heck yeah, I'll come in and feed some people.
Because
Most
most
of them have
outlets now
commercial
have the truck lane, so.
Most of them have the commercial kitchen where you can actually do it too.
Yeah.
Adventure's first stop, baby. Adventure's
exactly.
first stop. Well, if you guys have, all the listeners out there, all 6 or 7 of you guys right now, remember to like and subscribe us on YouTube.
Yes.
I can.
And if you're on any other platform, please download the podcast.
Exactly. And then also, I've been meaning to do this, and I forgot to do this all season long. Make sure you follow me at Smoke Ain't No Joke Barbecue, and make sure you follow Jesse at the Pitmaster Supply Cut, Finney, Layton, and all the other branches as well.
Correct.
So, all right, guys.
We'll discuss the chili. You very well might see us there, and
maybe just one of us.
I might drag Tony there too.
I'm putting you on the team list. If you don't show up, we're going to talk shit about you next Tuesday.
Put Kent and Tylee on there too.
Put Tuffy on there too. We'll make them go.
All right.
It's so close for him, he has to.
Yes. Tuffy's on the list. The Chris's are on the list.
Oh man!
No! And now my phone is going
on. So Anthony is not going to be on the show next week because apparently Jesse's going to light some people up.
You know, I do everything I do. I light people up. It's all about the love for barbecue and for just live fire cooking, guys. It's such a passion and a joy. And everybody that's been on the podcast, all they're doing is trying to spread that love. So spread the love, baby. Spread the love.
Exactly.
Throw it up, baby. That's right, Michelle.
All right. Well, thanks, Mitch and Michelle, for joining us. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
So
and I'm
much.
pretty sure we will be talking to you in the future again.
Definitely.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Peace.